share that real quickly. But for those of you who don't know me, I'm Jeff Javier, and I'm the Director of Marketing and Communications for CAPLA. Um, Among my responsibilities here at the college is convocation and planning it and making sure that all of you have a great experience. Making sure that your guests, your family, your friends, um, they all have a great experience. So yeah. So please, if there's anything between now and convocation where you're like, I have a question, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm also pretty much um, in the office, so if you want to stop by and catch me and talk to me about convocation, feel free. My door is open. So yeah. Yeah. So if you haven't already, you've probably been getting a lot of my emails. I think right now the goal for this is just to go through what you can expect as a student. So yeah, we'll just get right into it. I'm gonna go into the ceremonies that are taking place. So the one where you'll cross the stage, you'll be called by name. That's the CAPLA Convocation. It's taking place at Centennial Hall, Thursday, May 14th at 7. Um, Please register if you haven't already. That helps us plan. If you're, I'm assuming most, I'm assuming all of you are planning on attending, but there are some students who choose not to, and so I need to hear from those students if they're not attending, so that way, when on the day of our event, the ceremony, a student doesn't come in and say, "Oh, I'm here, I'm ready to graduate," and I don't have anything for them. I don't have a seat for them. I don't have a slide for them. So, so yeah, it's really important that if you're attending or not, to let me know by completing the registration. Okay. Then the other ceremony that's taking place the day after ours is the commencement, and that's at Casino del Sol Stadium, formerly known as Arizona Stadium. That's the big party. Registration has gone out already through Central Ceremonies. I've also been kind of sending it out too as part of my communications to all of you. Please register for that one as well. It's a great event. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of great music when they get through all of the kind of formal stuff. There's fireworks. It's just a big party. Something that you may not already know about, though, is the dessert reception. We will have one. The invite will be coming soon. It will take place starting at 5 o'clock here in the Sunk Gallery. It's for you and three guests. We've had to put a cap on it just for safety reasons because it does get really full in the Sunk Gallery. It's really just something for you, your family to come back, family, friends, guests, whoever, to come through, meet faculty, meet your peers, just really a time to celebrate together in a casual setting. And also, as part of that, I believe there'll be some work displayed too. So for capstone work, it'll be showcased, I think, in the foundations, and then for all the architecture students, and then School of Landscape Architecture and Planning, your work will be shown in the Underwood Garden. So it's also an opportunity for your guests to see what you've worked on. So that invite is coming soon. I can't really see in the chat if there are any questions, but if you do have any questions, please feel free to type them in the chat or to just unmute and let me know because I can't really see. All right, so we'll get to convocation. So it's at Centennial Hall. We have it booked for 2 hours, but we're gonna aim to have everything finished in about 90 minutes. Last year was a special case in which we ran over quite a bit. Um, and it's because we're graduating more students every year. And so it's taking a little bit longer to get through everybody. But it's going to be better. It's going to be faster. So we're going to be aiming for that 90 minutes. Again, this is where we'll recognize all of you individually by name. You'll have your moment. You'll walk the stage, cross, shake hands with the dean. For our grad students, you'll be hooded by your program chairs. And that's also a great moment. Um, so yeah, I'm hoping to see all of you there. Um, yeah, I will. Yes, I will confirm with you, Paul, if you've registered. If you could, you can also just email me too, and I can let you know. But I think you have registered, but I'll double check for you. For convocation, there right now there is a 10 guest limit, and that is set by Centennial Hall. Um, it's just something that's a policy that they have. It's kind of annoying, especially for colleges that are small like ours, where we won't really fill the whole hall itself, but for right now they are limiting on us to 10 get one student gets 10 guests, 10 tickets. Um, do not worry. Uh, we will have tickets for everybody. Your guests will be able to attend and see your big moment. So don't stress. This is just something that Centennial Hall has put in place for right now. We will have closer to the ceremony a time when all of the remaining tickets that haven't been unclaimed will be dispersed to everybody. So if you're like, oh, I'm inviting 15 guests, getting closer to the date of convocation, you'll be able to get tickets for those extra guests. So don't stress. Um, for your guests who can't attend in person, it will be live streamed. We will have that information about the live stream again closer to the ceremony date. And again, just want to reiterate, please RSVP. It's very important. That will be kind of a constant thing from now until the day of, well, April 24th, but I'll be hunting down stragglers who don't register or don't let me know. Okay, right. So I'm thinking most of, if not all of you have already registered, but just some quick notes. I really hope that you've all carefully typed in your full name because that's what's going into the program and that's what's going to pop up on the projection screen as you cross the stage. So we do our best to double check and make sure that names are spelled according to like our kind of the enrollment forms and our kind of database for all those students. But we really want to know, use the name that you want us to use because some people have like a middle name or maybe they want to use a nickname. So please, I hope you've all carefully typed in your full name properly and it's all correct. And then in addition to that, we've asked on the registration form to please help us pronounce your name. Krista Currens is a planning faculty. She will be the one reading all of your names, and it helps her when she has kind of the pronunciations. She reviews all the pronunciations a week before leading up to the event, so she can get your name right. And then as part of the form, there's also a personal message that we ask. It's optional, you don't have to do it. And then a photo, which is also optional. I'll go into what the slide will look like when you are called. So that's kind of an example of what you can expect during the ceremony. We'll call your name as you cross the stage. The slide will pop up. If you have a quote, the quote will be there. And then here's an example of a slide that doesn't have a quote or a picture. So yeah, just so you have a sense of what your guests can expect. Okay. Regalia is required for both ceremonies, and I've communicated that. There's a QR code that goes straight to the bookstore to purchase regalia. For undergrads, it's cap, purple tassel, a CAPLA stole, which is not required. You don't have to have it. And I always share that because I know the stuff is expensive, so hopefully that alleviates some of the pressure of not thinking that you need to have the stole to graduate. We will have a CAPLA bronze medallion that we'll be handing out to you in hopefully next week. And then for those of you who have honorary distinctions like summa, magna, and cum laude, you'll get honor cords, which we'll be distributing alongside the medallion. More information about pickup times will be emailed out hopefully tomorrow or Friday. Um, it's been a little busy lately for me because I'm the one that also divvies this stuff out. So I appreciate your patience on this. So yeah, for grad students, it's cap and black tassel, the gown. Again, stole's not required. We'll provide you with a CAPLA silver medallion, and then very important is the master's hood. That's pretty much key to your part of the ceremony. It's the program chairs. You're gonna cross the stage, step on a little platform, or step in front of a platform. The program chair will step up behind you and hood you, and then that's always a great picture. So please do not forget to get your master's hood. For those of you who may not be able to afford regalia, we do have for grad students one more master's gown. It is for somebody who's 6 foot or taller. And then we do have 3 hoods left. For undergrad students, we have 5 undergrad gowns. They vary in size. The smallest we have is 5'6", and then it goes, I think, to 5 feet 10 inches. We do have 8 caps left too, but we don't have any tassels. So if you need to borrow any regalia, please let me know. And yeah, I'll invite you in and we'll try to find one that fits. I think something that's been great the past couple of years since I've been doing this is that after the ceremony is over, we've had students donate their regalia, and that's been really helpful. Every year since I started 2 years ago, we've gotten more regalia to kind of loan out. So if you're, I mean, if you don't think you'll want to keep your regalia after the ceremony, please consider donating it to CAPLA and helping future students. Okay. All right. This has been, I know, a big question, but how do I claim tickets for my guests? So it's all being done through Centennial Hall and Ticketmaster. The link will be sent out to all registered graduates. So if you haven't registered yet, please register so then I can send you that link. I'm planning on sending the registration link out to either tomorrow or Friday. I was hoping to do it today, but there was an issue with the tickets not appearing, which was surprising. So I'm in contact with Centennial Hall right now to fix that issue because, I mean, it doesn't make sense to go through the claim ticket process, and then when you get to your Ticketmaster account and you want to, transfer your tickets to your guests, your tickets aren't there. So we're gonna figure that out, and it'll be fixed, and then everybody can claim tickets. But once that web page is live and everything's sorted out, you'll get the unique link. You'll need to use your U of A email address to create a Ticketmaster account to log in. There's an event page that I'll send you all to, and then you just click on our ceremony. And then after that, when you get logged in, you can claim your tickets. Again, it's each student's limited to 10. You complete your order by clicking the shopping cart that's in the top right corner. You'd be surprised how many students miss that. I think it's a user, not really user error, but it's really kind of a weird thing with the web page. Like you claim your tickets, but then it's like, oh, I thought I was gonna go to the next page to actually secure them, but no, you gotta go to the top right corner, click the shopping cart, add to cart again, and then after that, you'll go through two more web pages saying like, are you sure this is the amount you want? And then finally, you'll get to like a confirmation page. So once you get the link, this will all make sense. I'm also recording this, so if you have questions, you can refer to the recording. But again, you can also ask me if there's any issue. And then, so once you claim your tickets, you'll be able to forward them. It's a process of entering your guest's first, last name, email address, and phone number. The phone number is important because when you transfer your tickets, your guest gets the text message with a link to create a Ticketmaster account to claim the tickets. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of steps to it. I know it's not as simple as before. Well, none of you remember what it was like before, but before I was just handing out physical tickets. It was really easy, but now they've got this whole digital ticketing system. But last year was the first time we did it. Everybody had a pretty smooth experience with it. It all worked out. Guests were able to get in. So the process definitely works. One thing to note, once you get to the part of forwarding the tickets to your guests have to, as I said, make a Ticketmaster account to accept the tickets. And then they have it on their phone. And then they just kind of go to Centennial Hall on the day of the ceremony and have it scanned, and then they get in. Okay, on the day of convocation, really important, and this is something that you'll get reminders pretty often leading up to the day, is name cards. Each of you will get a name card. You'll pick these up either at the dessert reception or at Centennial Hall when you check in. Check-in at Centennial Hall is at 6:15. Please do not arrive later than 6:30, because gosh, there have been moments where we've had a lot of people show up at the same time, really close to the start of the ceremony, and we were trying to get everybody organized backstage, and it was kind of a mess. So earlier the better, but again, 6:15 is pretty much the safe spot. If you want to get there at 6 o'clock, please do. You'll get here early. You'll be able to sit backstage, just kind of hang out, take pictures. And then we'll get ready for the ceremony around 6:55 when you'll all walk outside and through the front doors. But anyway, back to the name card. Name card is super important. Make sure to have one make sure to have one and pick one up, because we use that to make sure that when your name is called, the right PowerPoint slide shows on the screen. So if you don't have that name card, it makes it really hard for us to make sure that the correct name and person appears. So yeah, there will be metal detectors for students as you come in through the backstage doors of Centennial Hall. More information about that, but yeah, there'll be metal detectors for you all and for your guests. Okay, this pretty much kind of the last thing, but commencement again is at Casino del Sol Stadium. There's a 60-minute pre-show and then a 90-minute ceremony. This is where students will be recognized by college, not individually. No limit on guests, so you can invite whoever you want. No limit. It is live streamed, and you all have been getting communications about that from me and Central U of A ceremonies. If you want to register for commencement, the QR code is there to get to the registration page. It's a really cool ceremony. It's a lot of fun. My wife graduated last year, and it was a fun party. It was great. Loved it. And we just love seeing the colleges get called, and then hearing like you all like scream out loud and show like, yeah, CAPLA's here. So yeah. And that's it. That's it for me. Are there any questions? I'm going to stop sharing. Mm, no questions. That's fun. Love that. Um, Another place where you can find information is on our website. Link it here. And then you want the commencement site. It's also here. And if you want to see kind of the process visually for how to claim tickets through Centennial Hall, here's a handy infographic page that they created. Oh yeah.
Hey Jeff,
Yeah.
so you said there's going to be a date to pick up medallions and a location coming next week or something like that.
Yeah. Hmm. There'll
Okay.
be specific times on certain days.
Okay. Probably there at the gallery somewhere or just somewhere close to CAPLA.
Yeah, it'll be in my office.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Um, there was a question about changing their photo after they've registered. Yes, you can change your photo. Just complete the registration again. Or, yeah, that's probably the best way for right now. Quick thing about a personal message. We do review those, so please do not write anything that's inappropriate or profane, because we will reach back out to you and say, hey, we need to change your message. So yeah, same goes with the photo. You'd be surprised. We saw one photo that was like, you can't use that. It's real bad. Um, Question about how many tickets can one guest redeem? So a student can claim 10 tickets, and then you'll send one ticket to one guest, pretty much. Or you can send, for example, if you have a family member like your mom, and your family is like your mom, dad, and then like a brother and sister. So that's four. So you can send four to that one person. Does that answer your question, Samantha? Cool. Great. Any other questions before I hand it off to Amelia? No? Okay.
My
All
turn.
right. Go ahead, Emilio.
Uh, Sorry, I came a little late. I actually tried to make it home before. So just before I start, for everybody on this call, I did take a screenshot of the 13 folks on this call. After this, next week when you pick up your medallions, um, with this list, only this 13, I have a commemorative. It's hard to see it. Pin that we usually give to alumni at their first alumni event. But because you attended this and you are listening to our spiel about one, participating in graduation, and two, what it means to be an alumni, I will have these available for you earlier. So you can wear them at commencement if you want, or you can wear it to your first day on the job. It's up to you. So please stay till the end because I will take a screenshot and make sure they're here. But yes, I hope you'll enjoy having one of those. Some people get jealous. Okay, how do I share? Can I share my screen? Oh, I guess it's sharing. Okay.
Cool.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not letting me play. Okay. So basically, I'm just going to talk a little bit about what it means to be an alumni or how to be an alumni. Um, you'll probably hear this a lot, the Wildcat for Life. Wildcat for Life is the alumni motto. You'll see that on a lot of the things that we have once you've graduated as an alum. It's all over everything that we're taking on trips as we're passing through the tournament cycle right now. So we'll have it all over India and everything. Um, so you're aware we have about 5,500 plus alumni at CAPLA. Sorry, I don't have the exact number, but it fluctuates with people who graduated in December right now. So we'll see that probably uptick, and then after we have this graduating class, we'll be probably above 5,600. The university right now has 337 1,703 known alumni that are, when I say known, I mean living alumni. So this is how many alumni we have all around the world that we're still connected with. Ways to stay connected or engaged is basically keep us updated. So I don't, Jeff, I don't know if you mentioned this, but one of the most important things on your registration is your email. That is first and foremost the way that we stay connected with you. Your university email will only work up to 1 year. So after graduation, the clock starts. The following year, the University of Arizona will remove you from the @Arizona email. And so please, please, please make sure that you update your university email, as that will not continue. Um, I promise you, CAPLA does not bombard our alumni with emails. We give you the information that's most pertinent to your engagement. We invite you to homecoming. If there's other opportunities and you're living somewhere else in the country, we try to follow up and let you know that we're going to be there. Um, and generally, only 4 times a year, we send an email out. So if you want to know more, there are other ways to stay connected with the university to hear more. But if you're for CAPLA, this is the best way for us to stay connected with you. Um, Follow us on social. That's Jeff and Nayeli will continue to post everything that we do for CAPLA. If you want to see other stories of people who are doing some cool things when we're traveling to visit with you and other things, social is probably the fastest way that we're able to get things out. Attend homecoming, attend university events near you. Again, the CAPLA newsletter, which is sent out quarterly. We have regional local chapters. There's 12 of them. New York, DC, Chicago, uh, all over California, um, Denver, Seattle, Phoenix, Tucson, and Texas. So if you are in a local area and you are interested in staying connected, staying engaged, it's always great to have CAPLA representation on those chapters and on their leadership. So if you are interested in getting in touch with a leadership or moving up in a position of leadership with our regional chapters, you can always reach back out to us here at the college, and we're happy to get you in touch with the appropriate people. Oops. You could become a mentor too. So there's ways to be a mentor through the Wildcat Mentorship Society. CAPLA is also rolling out some mentorship programming in the next year. So again, staying in touch, we'd be able to share that with you. And then the CAPLA Job Fair. So if any of you guys participated in the CAPLA Job Fair the last 2 years, you'll know that most of the people who are doing the interviews are alumni themselves. We always encourage you, if you're going to work for a firm or work for an organization that doesn't necessarily attend the job fair, we're always happy to share information, reach out to your HR departments, those types of folks to help you get more students to come and work for you. A lot of the time, alumni will also be part of like mentorship programming and things like that within their organization. So lots of opportunities to, one, stay connected, but also help the next fleet of graduates. We already talked about that. What's going on? So where do our alumni go? This is just a quick map of where most of our alumni go. These are young alumni, so these are alumni under 40 who have graduated in the last decade. Um, you'll see that Texas, Arizona, California, New York is pretty heavy, and Illinois are and Washington are hotspots. So if you're still looking for employment or you're still curious about where you're making a decision to move, we have this information. I have more information if you're interested in knowing more. If you want to be connected with CAPLA alumni, There are ways to do that. If you're an architecture or landscape architect, AIA and ASLA are great organizations to stay connected with. As a recent graduate, you do have free membership for, I think it's 13 months. So if you are going into architecture or even construction and trying to stay affiliated with the professional organizations, AIA will be in San Diego this year as a national conference and we'll be there. So if you're hoping to connect with people as you graduate, that's kind of one of the fastest ways to network and stay connected with the college and your organizations. So, what is the value of the alumni network? Global connection. So, again, if you're looking to connect with anybody or meet people where you're going, you can always reach back out to the college and let us know, and we're happy to try to connect you with local people. Um, or you can even connect with us at the university level, and we can connect you with local people. So there are always ways to find people that have either have connections with the university or most often graduated from the university. Um, Most people I've come across are always willing to help. They're always willing to connect. And so again, it's really just that about the ask. So you ask for help and they'll come. So like I said, CAPLA support, we will still allow you to participate in the job fair. So if for whatever reason this next year you're taking a year off to travel the world and you're not sure, what you're going to do when you get back, you are still welcome to come to our job fair and participate. Always let us know, and we're happy to send you the link to register. And it's just another great way to find a job if you're still looking. Um, we offer our lecture series through both schools. Those are always available to all of our alumni, all of our students, and any professionals who are willing to engage. If you're interested in learning more or being part of those, always let us know. We're happy to share that with you. But again, following that newsletter and following our social channels, you'll be able to see what's coming up. Most of them are also virtual too, so you can always connect anywhere you are around the world. Um, and then just, following us and seeing where we're at next. There's always opportunities to connect with the college, with our faculty, directors, and all of that. Um, some benefits you have from the university, again, you still have access to career services for about a year and a half. So if you are still, struggling with that resume, struggling with that, cover letter, or you don't know where to start and you want career coaching, you can always go through the Career Services Center. It's formerly SECD, and they're able to support you as a recent grad. Uh, if you have your CAT card, keep it. If you have a digital CAT card, keep it. There are still benefits associated with that, especially if you're staying in Arizona. Your CAT card still works just as it does, right now. So all those benefits, at Frog and Firkin or whatnot, they should still work as an alum. So just keep that CAT card handy. If you have a physical CAT card, try not to lose it because again, that's usually the best way. The bookstore, or formerly bookstore, campus store offers 10% to all alumni at physical locations. So if you're going to the campus store, you let them know you're an alum, they'll give you a 10% discount. Online does also have a 20% online promotion. I don't know if this is just for now or if this is something that will be continuous. They do ask that you use that code AA2324 on their website. They also have a 20% discount for Apple products that you order online. Again, that's 10% in the bookstore. Career coaching, like I said, is available. It's not necessarily available through the alumni website. It's going to be available through the Career Center. There are links through the alumni website to find that, though. And then the alumni benefits for athletics, they vary, but sometimes you can get into certain games if you still have that CAT card. Um, and like track and field, and I know like soccer and stuff like that will sometimes have open nights. But sometimes there are also discounts. I believe it's for football. You can also request that alumni discount. It's 10%. So, and then there's always giving back. There's time, talent, treasure. Um, I'll start with time. Time is really, if you're wanting to be a mentor, you're wanting to stay connected, there are always ways that we can continue to engage with recent alumni, recent graduates. Um, just because you think you're not, in the weeds of your profession yet, there are still ways that you can help with recruitment. You can meet with students, you can invite people to your studios, those types of things, and then staying in touch with your clubs and organizations. So if any of you guys are parts of clubs and organizations here at the college, stay connected with them, stay connected through them. They're all You guys were always looking for help. They're always going to be looking for help. And these are ways that you can, continue to give back to your organizations and to the college. Your talent, as we know, you're all going to be great designers, great, influencers, and great leaders in your organizations. We always look to share stories, tell about that, staying connected, letting Jeff know you got that promotion, or that you worked on an awesome project, or that your firm even, got a huge award. Hearing about your talents is always something that we can always share and hear back from. Or sometimes we might ask you, hey, is this something that you might be interested in sharing or being part of? So always, stay connected with us so that we can seek you out if an opportunity happens. And then last is treasure. I know you're all very new to your entering your career fields and things like that, but every little bit counts. You all receive scholarships, so you all know, the impact that those influence for you, travel scholarships, all the like. But every little bit matters. Every year we do Giving Day. I heavily, encourage you to think about that, in the first to 10 years of your life when you know that you're doing well. We have some alumni who have really made an impact, who had just graduated and made a real huge impact to start scholarships. So I got to say the Diego Zell Scholarship would not be possible except from a recent graduate who was very close with Diego, and she continues to give back. She continues to support, and a lot of that has to do with the organization she works for. Allows her to do that. I'm not asking you guys for anything right now. It is completely up to you, but just know that that opportunity always exists, and always think back. If you received a scholarship, what could that little bit, matter, $10, $20 to the next student coming in. So, just so you know, you probably heard about this during GradFest, but Arizona does the class gift. I don't know if this is the right link, but we can always have it available for you still. The class gift is just an annual appeal that we ask every student to contribute and do a call out. It's $20, 26 cents is kind of what they hope. It's your graduation year. If it is something you're interested in doing, if it's something your parents are thinking about, we've always seen grandparents and uncles, aunts make a gift on your behalf. You can have them reach out to me, Jeff, and we can always get them to the right link to make that on your behalf. Or if you'd like to do it yourself, you can always do a shout out to CAPLA, and you can always give it directly back to CAPLA too. This is my contact information. I am moving centrally to the university. I'm the director of campus partnerships and alumni engagement. It doesn't mean that I'm not supporting CAPLA anymore. I will always be here for all of our alumni, all of our supporters. But if you have any, interest in connecting with the university, another part of the university, feel free to reach out. Use my contact information, and I'm happy to connect you with anybody across campus. So. Um, Just so you know, homecoming is October 24th. We hope to continue to do our CAPLA bash, which was a garden party this year. So hopefully you guys participated as graduates or seniors, and hopefully you'll come back next year and participate as graduates. So I'll leave my information here for a second. And with that, if you have any questions, and I'm going to take a screenshot of everybody still here. I don't know if you still see this, but Jeff, are there any? I don't think there's any questions, but if there are, can you let me know? Okay, checked everybody in. You're on mute, Jeff.
Sorry, I did find the right link, the correct link to the 2026 class gift.
Oh, awesome. So there it
Yeah,
is
so I
for you.
put that on the chat.
If anybody has any questions or you're hoping to connect with any alumni or anything between now and graduation, I know I owe a couple students who have made requests and things like that. I owe you some emails and some connections, but I'm here at the college most days now still. You can always stop by, send me an email. Happy to help you connect with people before even you graduate. So thank you and congratulations.
Cool. All right, that's it.